All right.
All right.
Hey to the masses.
Hey, yeah.
Welcome back to our channel. All right. So we have rather an interesting topic today. We are actually going to discuss, we are actually going to discuss one of the biggest, one of our videos that received the most views. And
y'all loved it.
Yeah, you all loved it.
Couldn't get enough of it.
No, you couldn't. And it's called Black Men Like White Women.
They do.
Who cares, right?
I don't give a...
Okay, so moving right along. If you actually watched that entire video and didn't just look at the title, then you probably knew exactly where we were going with that video. But this is Black Men Like White Women Part 2. Okay, let's get into it. All right.
You already done that once, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. So, come on now. All right, so let's get into it. All right.
Where we going with it?
Well, the last thing we left off saying is that no matter your race, culture, any ethnic origin that you identify yourself with, there is someone out there who is going to love you for who you are
and what you do.
I can guarantee it. I mean, this is like the biggest guarantee ever. There is somebody that is going to love the authentic you. So it wasn't about, our last video was not about black men like white women, who cares? It was to say, for you to understand the magnitude of that does not matter. If that person is not loving you, I don't care what ethnic origin they are. The point is that person does not love you. Move on. Move on. Get out of your box. Get that out of your head and stop. Like, move on. There's somebody out there that is going to love your authentic you. It doesn't matter what ethnic origin there are, what race there are. If it does to you, okay, I'm sorry. You're stuck again in that box. You're not allowing anyone else other than what your preference is or the box that you put yourself in to love you. And that's what the whole idea of the last video was about. You're not allowing other people to come into the box that you built to get to your heart, to love you, to show you that they can love you, and to show you something different. You're going for only the people that you believe should be able to love you, right? So it's the equivalent of going to, let me give a good metaphorically speaking here. So it's the equivalent of, for example, you go down the aisle at Walmart, right, to pick out a specific shampoo. You pass all of the rest of these other shampoos. Everybody can identify with what shampoo you select. And you have one goal in mind, whether it is what price it is. Oh, I'm used to this one. This is the one I like. This is the kind. You're not giving any other shampoo the time of day. So you shut that box. I only use Suave. I'm not looking at, I don't even know other, I'm not looking at Shea Moisture. I'm not looking at, Thank God I'm Natural. I'm not looking at Redken. I'm not looking at
Perks Plus.
I'm not looking at any other thing. I'm shutting the door off any other product. I'm only looking at that one Head and Shoulders shampoo because that's what I'm used to. I'm supposed to only use Head and Shoulders because guess what? There was a white guy on the Head and Shoulders commercial that's an athlete. I'm a white guy that's an athlete, so I can only use Head and Shoulders.
Throw that checklist away.
Come on now.
Throw it away.
I promise you, Head and Shoulders, I'm not trying to say anything about your Head and Shoulders, knees and toes. Not trying to say anything about the product. That's good. But there are other products now. Their Old Spice has, you don't have to do that. Old Spice has a good shampoo I'm sure. And there are other different types of shampoo out there. Stop shutting the door, okay, on other products. On other different products. Stop shutting the door on your love life. Stop it. I'm not against black men. I'm not against white men. I'm not against Asian men. I'm not against Mexican men. I'm not against any man. My father's black. My brother's black. My nephew's black. My brother-in-law's black. I have a slew of black family. I have black male friends. I dated black men. I mean, so don't mistake my title. You haven't watched the video, so it's easy. It's hard to judge a video by just the title alone. You may want to watch the video to gain a little bit of knowledge that other people are trying to tell you.
Right.
I mean, what do you think? I mean,
I don't know. You pretty much said everything. I mean, I'm out of words. That's why y'all always want to like, well, he never says anything. How can I? And then you want to talk, well, what do you think?
Well, white men like black women. What do you feel about that?
I mean, that's their choice. I mean, it ain't, I mean, maybe, that's who you fall in love with. That's who you fall in love with. I mean, you have your choices, but you never know who's going to come and sweep you off your feet. Who's meant for you to be with. I mean, I guess with your, as you're dating, I guess you don't put all your time into that person because you're not married yet. So you never know. You know, that's how a lot of people get brokenhearted, or I can't think of the word. I don't know.
Yeah, heartbroken. Yeah.
Right, but I'm trying to think of something else. But people put so much into it. That's just a relationship. No one's married yet. I mean, yeah, you got to put stuff into a lot of work into your relationship to build to the point of engagement, marriage, and life on down the road. But you only can put so much in, get so much out to make sure everybody's on the same page, if that makes sense. So, yes, you're driving every day to show this person that you committed, that you're understanding, that you're willing to work together, but you also got to make sure that person's also doing the same. Right. Is doing the same, put in the same amount of work, if not more. So what I'm trying to say is don't put all your energy all at once into a relationship, because maybe that's how you end up being heartbroken. See, sometimes you got to step back and look at the picture and not be caught up in the moment. That makes sense, because you know you're butterflies. You know your head ain't right. You're in love. You think this is love, and you're just going all head over heels. You're putting this, doing this, doing this, doing this, doing this, doing this. It's like a constant race, but you're never taking the time to take a time out to get a drink and just relax a minute, catch your breath, and look at all of it. You know. And so that's what I think a lot of people do. They just get caught up and start doing everything, and then they don't take the time out to check out what the other person's really putting forth into the relationship. And then sometimes it goes either way. Men or women, they're left high and dry because you put all this into it, and now that person's gone, and you could some relationships you're out of money.
Okay.
You're out of. Most of all, you're out of the love you thought you had, that you thought the other person had the same, but it didn't work out. So, I mean, it's just, you just got to take the time and just coast, I guess you would say, and just sit back and relax and enjoy every day instead of just rushing, I don't know, like a thrill, I suppose.
Trying to speed everything up, right.
Yeah.
And nothing beats a failure but a try. So, I mean, you can continue to fail and keep yourself in the box that you've made, that you're comfortable with, that and not take any chance on anything different, and that's fine. And you will go through your life with a series of bad relationships because you didn't take a chance. You didn't go for somebody that you didn't like. It's amazing. Everybody knows, everybody has for example, when you're dating, there's always that guy that you're dating that you're not necessarily attracted to, right? But is really trying to pursue a relationship with you. Right. But you're not necessarily attracted to them for whatever reason. And ladies, I'm just being honest, right? So everybody had for example, the Bud that Rudy had on the Cosby Show. You know how Bud would always come around and he liked Rudy, but Rudy didn't like him. Everybody had that guy that liked them, but they didn't pursue that relationship. For example, I had a guy in college that used to, this is a guy, and he was a different race, okay? So say whatever you will, and that's fine. But we were extremely close, and he was extremely sweet. But at that time, which was actually ironically a couple of months before I met you, at that time I was not looking for a relationship. When I met Bryant, I wasn't looking for a relationship. Remember? Come on, y'all remember? Y'all know this message. I was doing whatever, pimping, and just, I don't know. Anyway, this guy was extremely sweet, extremely smart. He was in my classes. He would take me back to my room. He'd buy me food. He'd take me out on dates, and that's great. I wasn't attracted to him. He would have been, he's probably a great guy. I mean, but he just wasn't great for me. And yes, I let that guy slip by because that wasn't a guy at the time that I was attracted to, right? So ladies, you have that guy right now, single ladies, that you are not attracted to, that is showing you the way you should be treated, but you are not giving him the time of day. He may be your same race. He may not be your same race. And you have to look for clues that are different, right? So white men do differently when they are attracted to you. And they might even be scared to approach you because you don't look approachable. Or they don't want to get shot down. And this is with any other race outside of your own. Think about it. Black men are scared to approach some black women when they look like they are of a certain status, or they have a certain look when you're not smiling. For example, this is how I look when I'm not smiling in comparison to when I'm smiling. That is a completely different. So you're walking around in Kroger, and I am not kidding. Like, it's the smallest things that will make a guy not approach you. It makes sense though. So right. If I am in Kroger and I am walking around, and think about it, when I'm focused myself, and I'm just talking about me, when I'm focused, my face is, I'm not showing any emotion because I'm focused on the task at hand, right? So I'm focusing on getting the things that I'm in Kroger buying. So my face is, okay, I'm here for milk, butter, cheese, shea butter mix, whatever it is that I'm there for. I'm not doing a milk, butter, cheese, shea butter mix, meringue. And plus, I'm a married woman as well. So I'm there with an idea in mind. For those of you who are not married, go to the store in the moment. Look around. You never know who is watching you or who would love to approach you, but you're too busy trying to get the steak you're going to cook. You're having steak and salad, so you're in there getting your steak. You don't know.
Or recognize, yeah, you don't recognize.
Or recognize that Jeff, who's on the same aisle, who watched you come up, followed you to the next aisle, just to try to maybe brush up against you or do something to get your attention, but you never even look up because you have your nose stuck in the grocery list. I'm just giving you an example.
Right.
You never know who is watching you, and make sure your face does not show, I don't have time, right? Because you do have time, because that's your goal.
Right.
What advice do you have for, the men? Do you think about,
you
approaching, what do you think?
It's probably like one of the things men are afraid of being shot down, like you said, following, brushing up again. So that's a way of letting a woman say something first, so then it's more comfortable. It could be vice versa, but as a man, standpoint, that's, I guess, a way to strike up a conversation. Because you're going to say something like "excuse you" or something like that, and then that opens up the door for a man to say something and have a conversation. But you always gotta be, especially if you're single. But I always told my wife, and this is something that I'm trying to get. She's learning. She's getting better at it. But always be aware of your surroundings. Always know who's around you, because you never know when something's going to happen or when someone does do something like it. I mean, I'm just saying, you always need to know what, who, where you're at all times. What's somewhat going on. You don't need to be buried down, put your head down, constantly all the time, and just grabbing stuff off the shelf or on the phone. And you're not paying attention. Because life is passing you by. I mean, you don't know, Mr. or Mrs. Wonderful just bumped you, and you just scooted on out the way, didn't even say anything or acknowledge that person. I mean, I don't know. Or a person could have said, "excuse me." That could have been a way of her or him trying to strike up a conversation with you, a polite way, just for you to say, "Oh, excuse me," and next thing you know, you can have anybody can strike up a conversation just off that, saying whatever in your basket or wherever you may be at that point in time, compliment on how you're dressed. But yeah, I think a lot of men are more or less afraid of being told no, or whatever words some women might use. But yeah, I think that's a big thing. But yeah, I just highly recommend that you always, men also always recommend what's always around you and pay attention. It could be just the store, gas station, or whatever you're always constantly going to. It could be the cashier that could be it. But you're thinking in your mind, okay, yeah, she might look good, but she works at a gas station. Okay, that could be her second job. She could be a single parent. I mean, you never know what she does. That could be just something to help, like I said, a part-time job. So you never know where a person may be that is your match. I think I said that in the last video. I mean, you never know. I mean, you never can judge a book by its cover. I mean, they say that. So, I mean, you just can't. No, that's true. Because of someone, how they dress. I mean, you could have called them off their off day. I mean, you could see Lisa one day looking like she just rolled out of bed, and then a week later, y'all at Kroger or the mall, you're like, she looks familiar, but that can't be the same person. No, because Lisa's just got on a lunch break or just got off of work, and she's dressed how, like she's handling business. But last week when you saw her, you're like a scumbucket.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know.
But you know what I'm saying? You just can't. I mean, you're not sharp all the time either.
Right.
You're not A1.
And ladies need to stop doing that too.
Stop
sizing.
Yeah.
Stop sizing.
Stop.
Stop sizing.
Everybody has their off
Stop
day, and
sizing
everybody wants to be comfortable. Don't sit there and tell me you don't ever go to the store, gas station, wherever, in your pajamas or something comfortable. I mean, everybody does.
Just quick.
I mean, everybody does. But sometimes when you're dressed like that could be an eye catcher for somebody, just to see you in your normal relaxation. Sometimes that's when you do look at your best.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just point blank. Sometimes men like to see a woman in a sweat, like a men's sweatshirt or pajama pants or whatever, basketball shorts, baseball hat. That's sometimes when you look your best. I mean, just the other day, Nisha had my hat on. I ain't never seen her really paid attention to her when one of my baseball hats on, but she looked good with the baseball hat on. I was like, I never seen this side of my wife, but D, she looked good. It's just one of them things. It's like you can't. I'm running out of words. You just can't judge a book by its cover, point blank. I mean, you never know, people. You never know if you out there thinking about you 30, 20, whatever you are, and you can't find that person. Man, let your guards down. Like I said, wad that checklist up and throw it away. Try something different. Just relax and chill and look at your surroundings. I mean, is this the same person you see all the time at the same coffee shop? All the time at the same time?
By themselves?
And either you're in front of her or she in front of you, or you're in front of him and he's in front of you, but every single day, Monday through Friday, y'all at the same place at the same time, and all y'all say is hi, or you just smile at each other. I mean, come on. Somebody's got to see where, you know what I'm saying, maybe it may not be nothing. Or it could be life-changing. I mean, you never know, but I mean, you just gotta relax, chill, just sit back for a little bit, not always be in a rush. Sometimes you can't help but be in a rush. You wake up late, whatever, you know, you gotta be here, gotta be there, gotta get there, gotta take this person, take the kid, whatever. I mean, I don't know. But sometimes you just need to relax and be a camera lens and just focus and be what's around you and be aware of it, because you never know who's watching. I know it sounds sort of creepy, but I'm like, but seriously, you never know who's watching you on a day-to-day basis. I mean, you know, you come, you know, wherever you go, especially like what I just said. I mean, y'all bumping into each other every single day at the same time. I mean, you just never know what Scott has for you or what Tiffany has for you. I mean, it could be something, could be nothing, but you don't know until you do something.
Right. I think you need to do a self-assessment and make sure your standards are not unrealistic. That's a lot of us have this unrealistic view of what my mighty man of valor will look like, and I know what I want him to look like, wear, drive, how I want him to dress. Do you all know how many people think about how you used to dress in the 90s, right? How about the early 2000s? Do you dress the same way now that you dressed then? Well, some people that are really not into fashion like that, so they're just dressing the way they've always dressed, and all you have to do is, if you have to have a man that wears doggone the limited, all you have to do is, once you all get in a relationship, you find out that's your love, buy your man a limited shirt and show him how to dress.
Right.
Or do that for the female that you like. If you like women that wear certain types of dresses, and it's this one girl that wears pants all the time, but you really like her and you're dating her, how about one of her gifts be one of those dresses that you like? I'm not saying set the girl out to be a hoochie mama. 9 times out of 10 she's not gonna wear it, probably in the privacy of your own whatever. But buy your mate what you like them to wear. But what you want is somebody that is real and authentic. That is what everybody's looking for. Men are out here looking, for example, men like, some men, I'm not, and when I say men, I'm not generalizing anything. We're not generalizing. No. We're not saying all of anything. No. When I'm talking about men, I'm talking about this specific type of man that likes this stuff. So if you're not a guy that, for example, I'm about to discuss a woman that wears weave, right? If you're not that guy, I'm not talking about you. Congratulations. You can mute this part or whatever you'd like to do. But as a matter of fact, go ahead and hit that subscribe while I'm not talking to you, okay, fellas? So, for example, men that see women with weave, they want that to be authentic, right? So that means they like women with long hair, right? If that is not you, and you happen to have on a wig that day, or you happen to date this guy with wigs on every single time you all date, how about you pop the question, how would you feel if I did not wear my weave today? How would you feel if it was a day that I did not wear my weave and I wanted to wear my actual hair out? And see what he says. Don't just wear weave all the time and then he one time sees you and you don't have your weave in and your hair is a mess. Don't do that. Like I mean, seriously, you are setting yourself up for you are setting the man up for unrealistic beliefs, because he thinks, or he's going to, so what you're doing is setting up the expectation. He's going to think from now to the rest of your life, you're going to have on a wig or weave at all times. So when he comes home and your wig is not on, Do you understand my drift? Or that 1-2 weeks that you weren't able to get your hair done because you're trying to save for a house. Do you understand what I'm saying? Stop setting men. Okay, so men and women are they like the illusion, right? So men, you're out there, you're buff, you're looking great. Your woman is going to expect from here until kingdom come, especially, for example, if you're a bodybuilder. She's going to expect for your body to be that bodybuilding body from here to the time she lays you in a casket, if you all say I do, right? So don't have that body, and then when you get in a relationship,
you let it go.
You let it go because you know that muscle is going to get a lovely little fat layer of fat around it, right? So you're going to look 2 times bigger with the fat around your beefed out, guns out, sun's out, guns out, right? So then she's going to be like, whoa, wait.
What happened to
but
you,
I
Mike?
like buff guys. So I'm starting to now venture off to what I like, which is buff guys, because my husband is now not buff, or my boyfriend is now not buff, so it's time for me to move on. Come on now. We can't be this superficial, right? Please stop it with the fakeness. I saw on Facebook like a month or so ago, a guy that was literally had a fade, and I am not playing. He had an actual short haircut. He went to his barber. His barber literally he walked out of his barber. He had a short haircut, and the man had a complete head of gray hair, and he had a gray beard. His barber, he walked out of his barber with jet black, full face that was completely shaped up perfectly, and black dreadlocks. And when I tell you that man made a complete 360 change. Whoever he is now dating that thinks that he is a young, fine stallion, when them dreads get to falling off of that head, oh, whatever happens, and I'm not joking, that person is not going to be too happy. Ladies, are you going to be happy when you think you got a fine man with dreads looking good, and them dreads get to falling off while you having a good time, having fun under the sun or in the sun, and them dreads get to falling off one by one? What are you going to do? Because here you are, you have taken off your waist trainer.
Uh-oh, watch out now.
And everything, scoot back, baby, and everything hangs on out.
Let it out.
When it was up and tight, looking good and right, and then you all of a sudden unbutton and everything starts falling, and I'm dead serious. It is somebody that is going to love you.
You ain't got to do all that.
While you grow out your dreads, while you are exercising, getting your body together, while you are growing out your natural hair. I'm not saying that wearing a wig is bad. I'm not saying that. I'm saying be honest.
Right.
This is a wig. I just want you to know that what I have in my hair is fake. It's not real. So if you like women that wear fake hair, please know that I am not going to always have on a wig. I'm not going to always wear a weave. I plan on doing the big chop. That's another thing. I see so many women. I have a couple of friends that got married, right? And had a perm, got married. And then after they got married, like close to after they got through being married, decided to do the big chop. I hope you discussed that with your husband before you did that. Right? And I hope your husband is willing to love you regardless. So you would think off the top of your head, of course he's going to love me. Right. He loves me regardless. Please know there are people out here that are so superficial. And out here that are so superficial. There are people out there right now that only care literally about looks. And it's sad, but it's true. You are there for their trophy.
Right.
Now, you know it's men out there that have a trophy wife, right? So it's a girl, I think it's somebody on YouTube that I saw that there are people of certain nationalities that get a different nationality once they get money to be their wives or their husband, because they feel like that helps their status. If you feel like somebody of a different nationality helps your status, I am so sorry. I feel sorry for you, because that means your status to you is not good enough, and that's sad, and that's pretty sickening to me.
That's pretty bad now.
That's pretty bad. You need to do a serious self-awareness check on that one. If you think, for example, if I think as whatever nationality that you say I am, right? My viewers, whatever you say I am, whatever you say my ethnic origin is, if I think that something that is different from me, my husband, boosted my status as a human being, I must be sick. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I fell in love with this guy. I would not go for anybody for a status boost, because I know my status, and I don't have to look at the Joneses or look at Sarah Plain and Tall to know my status and my worth. I have already figured that out. That's between me and whoever it is that you pray to, or whatever it is you believe in, or whatever it is your value system is. It has nothing to do with who my spouse is. And if your spouse is a status booster, I feel so sorry for you. And I hope that they help you realize that your status is what you made your status of yourself in your head. Your status as a human being is in your mind, right? You feel about yourself, the way you feel about yourself is in your mind. Whether you allow outside things to come in and influence you, that's your choice.
Pretty much self-esteem.
Right, pretty much self-esteem.
I mean, that's what it all boils down to.
And everybody hears that I'm his trophy wife. I'm sorry that you consider yourself to be somebody's trophy wife. I'm sorry about that. I'm not trying to say it's a negative term. I'm not trying to say that. But the fact that it's a trophy is an object. I'm not an object. I'm a human. So if Brian thought that getting me was boosting up his status in the white community, which why wouldn't it? Duh, it's me.
Sick.
Okay, no, seriously, I'm sorry. Y'all know I have to go on my tangents. But I feel sorry for him, because I'm sure in our relationship, I don't know, I mean, I guess if he felt that way, that I would show him that it's times that I am doing my natural hair, and I don't think you would think that is boosting your status when I am, for example, you see I have these 2 million mini twists. While I was doing my 2 million mini twists with 6 different clips in my hair, I don't think with the 6 different clips I was boosting his status. What do you think? What are you trying to say?
Sick.
I'm just giving you an example, because when you get in a relationship, you're going to notice that the other person's not perfect, but hopefully you notice first that you're not perfect before you get in that relationship.
There you go.
So before you get in that relationship and you think that the relationship is going to be perfect, it would be if you weren't in it, right? Right?
So why would you want to get in and ruin it?
Exactly.
There it is.
That perfect relationship you're looking for, leave it alone, because once you get in it, you done messed it up.
Garbage.
You have messed it up.
Right.
I know we're harsh, but we're serious. We're harsh, but we're fair. We're harsh, but we tell the truth. We're going to have these controversial conversations. We know it hurts some people's feelings, and I wanted to rub you the wrong way. I want
But
you
it's
to.
an eye opener. That's why it's hurting you. That's why it's irritating you, whatever you may call it. But to be a trophy, that's an object that shows ownership. Nobody needs to be. I don't own my wife. My wife don't own me. we're together. So she calls me by my name. I call her by her name. I don't call yet. She's my wife. Other than that, we don't call each other like different names, nickname, you know, whatever. That's, for instance, older people. That's my old lady, or that's my old man. That's what they like to say. Well, that's a sign of showing ownership. Well, it's an early stage. That's a whole other page in the book to talk about. But that's an early sign of someone showing ownership, because they can't say that's my wife or that's Nisha, whatever. But yeah, you don't need to be no object of any kind. You need to be you, and pretty much get what you deserve in life. You know, I mean, everybody deserves to be loved, to be, there's times in life where you do need to be put on a pedestal, you know, you need to be lifted up.
Man and woman.
Man and woman. I mean, there's always a time I'm down, she lifts me up, she's down, lift her up. I mean, and there's times where she's, or I am, neither one of us are down, you know, but you still get lifted up. Birthdays, you know, holidays, stuff like that. Or there's just some days you don't know it. You might have said something and it made your spouse or boyfriend, girlfriend feel good, but you didn't, you know, but you need to let them know that when they say, you know, say those type of things. Don't let it go unnoticed. Or, I mean, it could be anything. Could have, you know, bought your favorite candy bar. I mean, just out of, I mean, there's been many a times I come home and have her something like, how'd you know I wanted that? I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I could tell by, you know, it excited her and lifted her up, even though it might have been, you know, it could have been anything. But, you know, it's those type of things, but no one needs to be an object. No one needs to be a trophy husband or a trophy wife. I don't want to be labeled that. I mean, to me, that sounds tacky. I mean, I am who I am. I have a name. That's what it is. Right,
and I'm giving just as much to this relationship as you are. So a lot of men say, for example, if you see on basketball, and okay, I'm not even going to say that, but a lot of men say, this is my trophy wife, to say, I do everything for her. No, even if you are a housewife or a house husband, you are still putting in your blood, sweat, and tears in that relationship. You do not do everything on your own. I don't care if your spouse is not making money and they're a house husband or a housewife or a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad. Does anybody understand how difficult it is to have to keep up with the house? To me,
that's hard work.
Having to do that is harder than going to a job where I can halfway do something if I feel like it. Do my job sort of if I feel like it. But when it comes to your family and your house and your kids and your cooking and your cleaning and your this and your that, that is something that actually belongs to you. So you must have to put, you're supposed to want to put more effort into what belongs to you, right? So when you hear people saying, this is my trophy wife, it's kind of like them saying, it's a facade of, I make all the money and I do everything for her. I make all the money, or I'm the financial one, or...
It's like you're trying to say you finally made it. I mean, I don't know.
Right, or I finally made it, so I'm doing everything, but it's still I'm doing everything for this person.
Yeah.
This is my trophy husband, so that means I make all the money. I'm the one that brought him along and brought him up, but he lifted my status. So, for example, and a lot of people say it about looks too, so... I hate to tell everybody this, but everybody on this message y'all can see, right? So he is fine. I don't need your help. Blink twice, just don't blink that third time. I might have to come through that camera. But the point is, he is fine. If anybody is a trophy, anything, it's him, right? And I'm just saying on the husband side. So I'll have every right to call him that, but I'm not going to call him any term that we feel, this is our perspective, is demeaning.
Yeah.
Right? So, But yeah, so we're gonna thank you all for being with us. We can talk about this all day. This is just volume 2. So thanks you all for all of your comments, and we will comment back to the comments that make sense, right? And then we may even discuss with you all that don't agree with us. As long as you're not rude. Can you comment and not be rude? Can we do that balance, please? Your comments are fine, but I don't need you to say things. For example, she's a white man's girl. I mean, can we please have adult comments on my page, on our YouTube channel, please? We love you all. We do not care what race, creed, or color you are. We love you all. We don't care what race, creed, or color you pick. We love you all. We are here to support you, and we appreciate you all hearing our perspective. You all hearing our perspective and being here with us through our journey called life. So we have a lot more videos coming up. I know you all have seen me posting and vlogging about quite a bit. We have a lot more coming up. We have a lot more to come. So remember, like,
subscribe,
comment,
subscribe,
share,
subscribe.
The button's right there. The subscription button is right there. Remember to be a super subscriber by hitting that button, and then it'll ask you, would you like to be emailed whenever we upload comments?
You know you want that email.
Yes, you want to know when Bryant and Nisha post another video. Believe me, we are the talk of the town. We are the talk of the country. We are the talk of the entire globe. We're global, okay? So, yeah. So remember, like, comment, subscribe, and share.
And share by the word of mouth too.
Oh yeah. Tell your friends. Tell your friends' friends. Tell anybody that you know.
Cousins.
Aunts, uncles, brothers.
Grannies.
Great-grandmama's cousin's brother that live beside the mother of the son.
There you go. That was confusing.
Yes.
But anyway, we're going to chunk up the deuces.
Yes. Follow us on Instagram at BryantNishaTV and Bryant at BryantNishaTV. And then follow us on Facebook. Our name is Bryant Nisha Page, Page. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share. BryantNishaTV.